Hey, good afternoon. This is Allie here, and something I just wanted to share briefly with you, and that is a question that we hear a lot: is how to find joy in this life. And I've been thinking a lot about that lately, particularly as to my circumstances and to the current situation in which I'm in. Yesterday, I visited my It used to be monthly, now it went to quarterly, and now we're going to biannually. I guess that's what you'd say, every 6 months. So I was on my first 6 months checkup pertaining to my carcinoma. It was stage 2 carcinoma thyroid cancer that I was diagnosed with exactly 4 years ago. 4 years ago, on April 22nd, I was at Oregon Health and Science University. I was admitted. They had found 3 golf ball sized tumors in my thyroid. I actually had a cute endocrinologist who called me after one of my cycle classes out in Tualatin, just a suburb of Portland. And she was cute. She was young and energetic, just freshly as an endocrinologist. And she called me. It was at 7:30 at night. And she called me up and she's like, "Hey, we got your results back. And we wanted to let you know that all 5 biopsies," there's my cute Max, "came back positive for cancer." But she was really cute, and she's like, "How are you feeling?" And I'm like, "I'm standing in a gym full of spin bikes." And she's like, "Do you need some Valium? Are you a little nervous?" And I said, "No, I'm okay. I can handle this. I'm okay." And so they quickly, as soon as my parents could come out, they rushed me into surgery, and they had to remove both my left and my right side of my thyroid. But what interesting before that is what led to joy in my life is 17 years ago, ironically, on April 22nd, April 22nd in the year 2000, I left Nu Skin, which I loved. I loved working at Nu Skin. I was a French speaker for Nu Skin Canada. And there's my little girl. And she was homesick today. And I took a job with a software company. And little did I know that the only other single man in my department would end up being my future husband. And 9 months after we got married, his job took us to London. And after London, we came back to Utah. And after Utah, we went up to the Pacific Northwest, up to Seattle, working for the biggest software company, as Darren was with as a software architect for them. And much time and exhaustion, it took us down to Portland. And it was in Portland that it was my young, energetic doctor that diagnosed me with cancer. But I tell you that because after I had surgery and went through radiation, Dr. Dana Madison up at OHSU, he was sitting with me and he's like, "You're healthy, you're 39, you teach group fitness, you're in a healthy weight range. Easy. If you're gonna get cancer, this is the one to get, right?" They always tell you that. And so as I was progressing along and I went to a checkup, and this was right before Christmas, and he said, "Allison, I don't know what's wrong, but your numbers in my situation are through the roof, and they're not in a positive way." And he said, "I don't want to talk about life expectancy. That's always what people ask, and when it's cancer. But he said, if it gets aggressive, you have about 5 years. And if it's non-aggressive, you have about 20. And again, he's like, "How do you feel about this?" And I'm like, "I'm okay. I'm okay. I really am okay." And so that Christmas, Darren and I came out to Utah, and we'd been in the Pacific Northwest for the past 5 years. And I thought, gosh, how quickly that time went, being away from family. And so as anybody would think we're stupid, we put our house up for sale, and it didn't sell until finally I was at a swim practice one day with my kids, and I called up my mom, as I always do, and I called up Darren and I said, I think we need to move back to Utah. So our house sold. We put my mom on a plane to help me drive my kids back to Utah. Darren quit his job, which is stupid, as some people would say, and we came back to Utah. And we landed in a neighborhood that I love. I absolutely love it. I have great neighbors. And I've had a couple neighbors that have really brought joy, ironically, joy into my life. And in one particular day, I happened to be on a treadmill. I am a gym junkie. I love people. I love teaching group fitness classes. I think that's what resonates with me about teaching group fitness and being a part of a gym, and why I've always loved going is I connect to people and I love relationships. And those are my true, valued, cherished friendships. And I happened to be running on the treadmill one day and a neighbor was messaging me. And of course, being out of breath and your heart rate's through the roof, it's not the time for me to be responding to text messages. And I was a little sharp and I was like, ah, and she's like, you know, Allison, I really think you should think about Vaseo and Microlife Nutritionals. And at the time I was like, I can't handle one more thing. I can't handle it. And she's like, I just would really like you to be on my team. And I was like, no way, absolutely no way. Not doing it, not doing it. And after my heart rate dropped and I wasn't so sweaty, I was able to take a shower. I actually watched a video with Michelle and Dallin and Carrie, and it was on nutrition, the actual science behind Vaseo, and it just resonated with me. It really, with my health promotion background, with my group fitness, it made sense. And so I quickly decided, and I'm like, yeah, I'm in. I'm full in. And as I watched more videos and what has become part of my life and my focus has been, I've been blessed with a love and a passion for exercise science, nutrition, nutritionals, supplementing, things that I really, really enjoy. And my direction and focus has changed to, how can I bless people around me? How can I connect to people around me who also have the same like-mindedness? And then my thing changed. And then I thought, as I've worked with Darren, this is how I'm going to find joy in my life. My purpose, my importance is doing something that I truly love and enjoy. And I thought, I want to connect with people that also have the same like-mindedness. Now, it may not be you. It may be your sister, maybe your brother, maybe your neighbor. But we all want a little more energy. I know what it's like to not have energy. I know it. I know sleeping hours on end and not having energy and knowing that my life is being gobbled up because cancer sucks. It literally sucks the life out of you. I understand that. I understand wanting to have a solid core, literally, physically, and nutritionally. I know what it's like to want to renew, muscle tears and rejuvenate your body after exercising, after sleeping. All those things are important to me. And so as we're coming up to our huge launch in 7 weeks, I want to surround myself with people that also think the same way. So if you do, reach out to me. I would love to talk to you about this. If not, hey, I get it, but I love it. And I'm finding joy in this. And I hope you do too.